Hi, welcome to Cooking the Books Help. What we're going to do now is show you the stock maintenance tab of Cooking the Books. First of all, click on the stock icon and that will bring up this screen, and then basically tick on the stock maintenance. You'll see that there's nothing in this system at the moment. You can import the data from the internet if that supplier is up on the internet, if we've organised that. If you need to do that, you can give us a call or get the supplier to give us a yell. Now here we've got the different stock by suppliers, so what we can do there is look at each of the different suppliers in here. So you can see we've got a lot of different suppliers, and we can look at each of their stock items. In here in the Asian store, we've got your code, the supplier's code. Now it's really important that we get the supplier's code right more than anything. They can be the same if you like, it doesn't really matter, it's just so you can separate them from each other. Here we've got the supplier's code, the description of that code, the cost of course, the unit size. Now with the unit size, please get into the habit of either putting kilos, mils, litres of course, or grams. We don't like you to use, tablespoons is okay, but each and cup is a little bit harder when you're going to do your recipes. I definitely don't want to see bunches in here because it's really hard to cost out a bunch when you're only using a little bit of the bunch when you do your recipe cards. The categories, now these are from the stock categories we looked at earlier on, so all the different categories of the stock, and that's for your stock taking purposes. Any wastage, if there's a wastage percentage of those, we all know that porterhouse and pineapple has wastage. Pineapple's got about 50% wastage, so you need to work that out, which you can do in your yield test stuff. GST, you can put GST in there if it does have GST, like anything that's bought, like bin liners and those sorts of things if you're putting them. And you can also link it to nutrition, which we'll look at a little bit later. And the report tick means that it will come up into all the reports. So basically, if you're not using the product anymore, you can take the tick off, and when you do enter that code again, it will self-tick itself. So this is to do with the stock in your system. The better this is put into the system, the easier it is to use, and the better the reports are actually going to be. You can go to all stock, and that'll just show all the stock in the system. This is displaying 100 per page. What I do recommend, it does take a little bit more time to load it, but you can then put the number of stocks. So you've got 2,400 in this database. If you then display it by that, if you press enter, what it'll do is it'll load up. It may take a little bit of time because there's a lot of stock items. That did take a couple of seconds, probably about 20 seconds to get all, but here you've got all your stock in your database, so it makes it a little bit easier to find all the items in here. So yeah, that's basically the stock maintenance part. Like I said, it's really important that you get this right, all the goods in the categories. Make sure you spend a bit of time on the description as well, because that's what you're going to use to when you do your recipe cards and those sorts of things. I hope that helped. If you've got any issues, you can give us a call or send us an email to info@cookingthebooks.com.au. Thanks very much for your support. Look forward to seeing you.